In health news, a not-so-common reconstructive procedure. Connecticut doctors replaced a thumb using the patient's big toe.
Well, there were challenges, but the patient is doing well and he's on his way to recovery. News 8's medical reporter Jocelyn Memento live in our New Haven newsroom tonight with more on what led to the surgery and how the patient benefited. Jocelyn?
And Darren, after weighing the pros and cons, doctors at St. Francis Hospital in Hartford chose the best option for a man who severed his thumb. They transplanted his big toe. So now Phil Colello has a functioning thumb.
Looking at his left thumb,
I couldn't believe they can do it.
you may not be totally convinced of what plastic surgeons were able to do for Phil Colello.
It looks and feels like a thumb.
He severed his finger while working with a table saw.
Either the table must have tipped or I was reaching underneath the plywood to shut it off.
But Doctors Leo Otaki and Sam Bonacore at St. Francis Hospital and Medical Center could not reattach his severely injured thumb.
We get approximately 50% of our hand function through the thumb alone, so it's a critical portion that we need to do our best to either salvage at the time of injury or reconstruct later.
Getting the replacement for his thumb was the first technical hurdle.
To restore form and function, incredibly, they replaced the thumb with Leo's left big toe.
We matched the size of the patient's thumb to his great toe. Now, everyone is different, and there are some cases where the second toe could actually be a good size match and a good trade-off.
Important part of this surgery is that we take the toe at a level that it's still amenable for walking and balance.
Phil walks with little issue.
I don't see a problem.
And his thumb?
I know it was going to hurt and I knew what I was going to go through. But not having one, it's tough.
The thumb is there to oppose. We want to be able to pinch, use the thumb to pinch against the other fingers, which the patient can do already, and he's only a week and a half post-op.
Taking the toe from the left foot versus the right one came down to practicality.
If you drive and there's the gas pedal and the brake pedal, then gee whiz. You know, you want to actually maintain the ability to have your toe and feel those pedals so that you can continue driving like you normally do.
Advances in microsurgery and a medical facility set up to do the job enable doctors to get it right.
I can move, swollen. I can't bend this part completely yet, but I could feel it bending.
One option was using a prosthetic thumb, but doctors said it wouldn't be as effective for Phil. While it is not at a 100%, doctors say the transplant will enable Phil to do a lot of things. Phil does have months of hand surgery ahead, but is up for the challenge. Ann?